See, this is why I tell you, I don't like that peace and positivity shit, man. I don't like that shit. Because that shit be coming off as fake. That's what I'm saying. Like, she was pushing that shit so hard. And you got to think, anytime someone is trying to, paint themselves in a certain way, that means they're capping. You capping. Why are you trying so hard to make us believe something?
I think she was trying so hard because she saw how people were treating her.
Realmatic Podcast.
Lizzo. We got some big problems, Lizzo. Some real big problems. Hey, so she's facing sexual harassment charges now. She was also fat shaming her dancers. I got a video I want to show y'all.
I was going to ask. Thank God.
Lizzo is facing some big allegations. The singer has been accused of sexual harassment and creating a hostile environment as 3 former dancers spoke out against her in a lawsuit. And those dancers calling her out were Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, and Noel Rodriguez. The accusations include sexual and religious harassment, false imprisonment, and discrimination. And of course, people are shocked and surprised by the allegations, with one person saying, still trying hard not to believe this because she doesn't appear like that kind of person. It's always the ones you don't see coming. So Lizzo, whose brand is about publicly celebrating body positivity, has also been accused of body shaming, along with her dance captain Shailene Quigley. According to the allegations, she reportedly invited dancers to a nude cabaret bar without disclosing what the performance actually was, and supposedly forced a dancer to touch a woman's breast at a strip club despite the dancer refusing to do so prior, and even allegedly made thinly veiled comments relating to a dancer's weight gain, then fired her for recording a meeting while suffering from an eye condition. It's not been made clear if the singer has known about these allegations, but she's yet to publicly respond. But in the wake of all these allegations, it's now been reported that Beyonce has ditched Lizzo's name from the Break My Soul remix during a performance on her Renaissance tour. Honestly, we're just as shocked as you are. But how are you taking this?
So, Ra.
Yeah, I knew.
You've been on record.
Yeah.
Being her biggest fan. One of her biggest fans.
Definitely.
This is a tragedy. So let's hear your take. We want to know what you think about Lizzo. The floor is yours.
I'm calling it a witch hunt, bro.
Bruh.
I'm like, it just doesn't make sense, bro. I think I'm still in a little bit of denial. I'm just like, really? These are the allegations that y'all throwing at her? And if you've seen the clip of the women speaking out about this with their lawyer,
I do think Lizzo does believe that she is, doing good, and I believe that a lot of people are taking good from what she's doing, but in close quarters with her on a daily basis, it tends to be very intense and very unforgiving.
They all kind of just seem like they can't get on the same page of what had happened or what the real situation was. It feels like y'all were mad because you got let go, and you're like, "Oh, how can we get back at her?" Lizzo is open about like her sexuality, about like body positivity, bigger women, all the other things that we've all come to know Lizzo for. So it's like, really? That's what we gonna say? We're gonna say Lizzo is fat shaming me? What? Dang. The whole thing about Lizzo making the women eat a banana out of a sex worker's vagina and like other stuff is like, whoa, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Lizzo. How are you doing?
I'm feeling great, man.
Yeah.
I love Amsterdam. I had a day off yesterday, so I got some rest finally. Or kind of, it's Amsterdam, so we partied.
Well, I saw what you did yesterday because I follow you on Instagram. And I saw on the Insta stories you were on the red light district.
Yeah, we were.
You were to the Casa Rosso.
Oh my God, how do you know that?
Because I lived for 4 years on the red light district, in the middle of the red light district. So I recognized a lot of places. And I saw that you saw a live sex show. Please tell me everything about the sex show.
It was people fucking, man. It was crazy. They were just doing it, but you know what? It was beautiful.
Yeah?
I went to the one show where it was like a couple, and they were like passionately making love.
It was really passionate?
It was really, they kissed. They kissed after, I'm not going to say what she did. show where you eat the banana out the pussy. Which one is that?
This is a banana bar.
Well, that's the banana bar?
Yeah, you
and
wear
then you have
the
the banana in the coochie?
And ping pong balls.
And you have to go.
Yes. And
that's what I want to do.
Then you have to eat it.
I just can't believe it. It's actual utter shock. It's kind of like, why? And then recently Lizzo spoke out about it, and she was like, yo, the last few days have been gut-wrenching and difficult and overwhelming and disappointing. So, like, talking about how her work ethic, her morals, and all of her things have now just are coming into question. Talking about how these stories from former employees, talking about how like their tour experience has been this way, and she's like, I doubt that. And I'm not gonna say maybe Lizzo might make you feel uncomfortable because your personality might not be the same as hers, right? And maybe she did bring you to a situation in that way. But I'm like she was like, yeah, Lizzo made an eye look at me talking in reference to weight gain and how people lose their jobs about that, and tried to infer maybe she was inferring something, and I felt like maybe she might have. I that doesn't make sense. Like certain things, it just sounds weird to me, man.
What you think about it, Marlon?
That public humiliation junk, bro. What is this?
It's a weird report. I think it's a weird situation in general. I do want to say and make a note that these are the stories of the business. These are the stories of Hollywood. These are the stories of a major celebrity can take advantage of people who work for them. Like, we hear the stories all the time, and it's like, you know, Lizzo's brand is positivity. So I think it's really strange to see that, just like the whole everything about it, the weight thing about it, the sexual harassment parts about it, it's such a strange and bizarre story, if you ask me. And it's like, I don't know, people gotta do better. I don't know if this shit's even true or not. These are just disgruntled ass workers being fired, and they want to take the conversation a whole other place to like bash her name. But at the same time, it's kind of like, it doesn't feel like people. There's a point where like the familiarity got crossed, and as a celebrity, I feel like you have so much power to do better, and it's just like, it's weird, bro. And it almost puts a stain on Lizzo's legacy in a way, because it's like, what? Like, that's just strange, bro. It's just strange.
And right, you're not buying it, huh?
It's hard for me to buy it, bro. It just feels like, dang, we want, like, literally everything for the past 2-3 years that this girl has spoken about, and since she's came on the scene, has just been, hey, yeah, she does all these things that she says she does, or that the persona of Lizzo, throw it out the window. She sexually harasses women. She's body shaming people. I'm like, dang, that's like everything that people do to her. So it's like, that just sounds so weird. Like, yo, you have like a whole show. You have like the Lizzo, like, she had like a whole show that basically was to get all of the dancers to be on the show and for the road tour. It's bigger than just this one moment. So it's like, dang, nobody stopped this along the way. This should have came out a long time ago if this was really oh yeah, Lizzo does this. It's hard for me to believe, man.
Strange.
I'm buying it.
Wow.
I'm buying it.
But it sounds like it could have actually happened though.
Is this nigga serious?
Lizzo, the thing about her and a lot of artists like her, they're human at the end of the day. And so even though that's her agenda, she was pushing the body positivity and trying to, you know, come across as relatable and all that. That's not necessarily the case. That doesn't mean that's who she actually is at home. And I think this is a great example of that, because those women, it wasn't like it was just one. It was multiple dancers that came out and said, yeah, she was fat shaming us. Yeah, she put us in a weird position and tried to make us suck a banana out of somebody's coochie. Bruh. All that type of shit is crazy. That's wild. But do I sit there and say, I don't think Lizzo would do that? No, I think she would do that. I do. I think she would do that. I look at Lizzo and I see a little freakiness, I should say. And freakiness, that's probably being too nice. Yeah. But I wouldn't put it past her just because she's a celebrity. I don't put nothing past anybody. Everybody is capable of doing something dark and devious. Everybody. So she's gonna have to do something about this one. This is different, and this will probably get her canceled.
Bruh. No, it's definitely gonna get her canceled, man. It's gonna start it now. Like, I think like everyone is still having a hard time trying to decide how they feel about this because these accusations. Because at first they looked fake, then no lie. Like it was like what? What? It looked like an everyday like Lizzo fat shaming meme or something like that. But then like when more stories start, it was like what? This is actually.
And then we're not thinking about it from their perspective. You got to remember, if you're that type of dancer, let's be real right now. See, I always got to bring y'all back to the earth, man, because y'all be somewhere else. Bruh. Think about it. You a heavy ass dancer. Do you not understand how hard it is for you to get looks in this industry? You're not going to get any looks by anybody else. Lizzo was the only person putting these type of people on.
Yeah.
You heavy set, you dancing. Ain't nobody putting you in their show. You ain't going to no clubs, no concert. You ain't finna get no looks. So, yeah, she had a lot of leverage in that situation. Tell them, yeah, do this, do that. What are they going to do? They're going to do it because they don't have another job. They can't get another job. Y'all got to think about it. So it's like,
so then, you feel that this was a power thing, a leverage thing. Like, do you think that Lizzo was like, "Hey, yo, you gonna have to do this, make some shit."
Let me be honest. Let me go even further for you.
Okay.
I think Lizzo is a freaky ass bitch.
Okay.
And I think she looked at them and was like, "Look, I want y'all to do this, this, and that, and I know you're gonna do it because ain't nobody else gonna hire you. I'm the only one putting y'all niggas on." That's a big power move.
That's what I was like, dang, I don't want to think like that, bro.
It is what it is, Rob. Like, niggas do shit like that. Niggas
no, I'm not saying that don't do it like that. Like, I'm not saying that. It's just like
he's trying to think about it.
I think it's like, okay, maybe it's coming from the perspective of woman on woman, like harass. Like, maybe that's where it makes it a little harder because, like, you hear situations like this where it's like, oh, you're being like a Harvey Weinstein and you're doing like guys doing this to women. But then it's like, yo,
women can do it to
Lizzo,
women, though.
It's weird when you're a person who's preaching so much of this is not what I'm trying to do. So it's like, dang, dog. Really?
See, when they do that, this is why I tell you, I don't like that peace and positivity shit, man. I don't like that shit because that shit be coming off as fake. That's what I'm saying. Like, she was pushing that shit so hard. And you got to think, anytime someone is trying to, paint themselves in a certain way, that means they're capping. You capping. Why are you trying so hard to make us believe something?
I think she was trying so hard because you saw how people were treating her.
Yeah.
You got a good point right there. You got a good point.
Bro, yo, that girl every day had to defend herself against any type of ridicule on the internet. Everybody was cooking Lizzo. We even got videos when Kanye just randomly was talking about her.
People was cooking
like
her.
That's the thing. Like, it just makes it so much weirder because it's like, this is the villain origin story that you want to fall down on. But this is where your villain arc led you to.
She was getting cooked. But at the same time, she was putting herself in the oven, though, bruh. She really was, bruh. She was putting herself in the oven. Like, she kept coming out saying, yeah, body positivity, I'm fat and this and that. And it's like, it's good, do your thing. But at the same time, like, you pushing too hard. Like, you finna break the scale.
We need to stay away from these niggas.
Stop. You're going to hell. Stop.
But yeah, like, it's because, like, in a sense, as a Lizzo fan, I was rooting for you to succeed and, like, hey, yo, don't mind the haters, do what you want to do, focus on your big girl dancers and do that thing. Now it's like it comes back and it's like, you just can't do nothing right, huh? That sucks, bro. I don't want to believe it, man.
Kanye said it best. No one man should have all that power.
What man?
With it.
Man, I can't wait. I can't wait for developments in this story and just to see what even Lizzo's team outside of her own public statements, what they say about this. And I hope like more video stuff starts to surface that really builds this, because it's just so hard. She's gonna have to fight for a while. She ain't dropping no album. Ain't nobody gonna be working with, like, bro, this is
they even released some song lyrics from like back in 2020 or something like that.
Yeah, they've released like old interviews where it talked about her wanting to do the banana situation thing and those things. It's like, Lizzo,
looking bad, man.
This is not looking good. But
Marlon, what you think? Can she bounce back from this?
No.
Damn.
No. Honestly, I feel like when you build your brand on body positivity, I feel like this is the exact thing that would kill her brand. I feel like it's like a big ass stain on her shirt that she can't get off. And I just feel like it might get quiet, but I don't think it's really gonna be the same. She's not gonna be looking in the same light that she was before.
Her clothing brand about to die down, bro. Her Yitty, dang.
Yeah,
this gonna hit her pockets. It's gonna hit a lot of different things, man.
But I will say, I don't like how people are trying to find reasons to throw stones at her just because she's down right now. And, you know, people are like, I hate that fat bitch and her fat ass.
The posts I've seen are ridiculous. You be like, yo, we already, I think I gave it like certified whale Lizzo is out here being a sexual harasser too. Oh, good. Or like people are plotting on her downfall and want these things to happen to her. It's like
plotting on her downfall.
This ain't how this isn't. It was all cool when it was just jokes and nothing was happening. Now it's like we just kicking her for real.
But the jokes weren't good either. These were really hurtful jokes. So it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? She was a punching bag for no reason in a lot of cases.
True. So hey man, we'll see what happens. She gonna need to be lawyered up.
Lawyered up for real, bro.
Biggest
in the house, in the house and lawyered up, bro.
For real.
Don't come out here, man. They gonna come for you.
Realmatic Podcast.